Awakening Prayer Book, page 1. All mothers, sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mothers, sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas, just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path. So shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas, just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path. So shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mothers mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Vajrakilaya text, page 1. To the spoken word lineage I pray, primordial kunto zang dorje chang, Dhyani serukas leki wang mu, Prabhahastia dorje to transal, Dreame shenyan fin tamer bliss queen, Sheila manju shakya devi king, and subjects 25 nanam chim, Shubur Rongzom and the clan of Kun. May the fortress of the view be gained, to reveal treasure lineage I pray, to give Wang Ju Bloom Driggs and Goodem, untarnished Vajra Sangeling Pa, Renchen Pao Zang and self-liberated, Padma Ling Dudu Nuden Samling, Dorje Zao Ratan Chugyorling May, meditation's peerless path be crossed, to the Dharma holders who transmit venerable Manyakit glorious disciples new Bodhren Zozor Lang, youthful Atsara Lang Lab Jang Dor, his 4 disciples Darcharin Zang, Rog Chak Ter Dagling Chak may the rest, may conducts life for species I pray, to Gilaya's divine mandala, Vajrasattva embodiment of peaceful and wrathful families display, Dharma Vajra master of secrets, Vajra Vidarana cutting through the root of delusive thought and you, deity within whom is complete, all enlightened acts to tame beings, body of compassionate wrath you rise, from Dharma space great blazing tamer, of demons the 100-mood dancer, splendorous great Heruka Vajra youth, mother Korlogia Deb union of primordial wisdom and basic space, 10 powers, perfections, 10 royal pairs, beast-faced ones, gatekeepers, oath-bound ones, mighties and the rest to you I pray, grant complete victory over Mara. A dark blue weapon, perfect self-born. Awareness shines forth in the core of a life force as primordial wisdom wrath. When the pervasive wisdom phurba strikes in open dharma to space, may it sever dualistic thoughts, skandhas elements pervaded by the three seats are Vajra Mandala. Unelaborated consciousness is fulfilled as great bliss Vajra when the phurba of boundless compassion strikes the beings of 6 classes. May they seize the lifeline of compassion from the union of symbolic form, and wisdom appears a display of terrifying, blazing, wrathful ones. When the bodhicitta phurba strikes, the mother's secret expanse make clouds of emanation, sublime suns emerge. Sentient beings are Vajra wrathfuls, yet by grasping at appearances, they won't let go of the 3 poisons. When the material sign phurba strikes at harm doers, may its blazing penetrate them entirely, conquering the skandhas, demon one frees karmic form into the deities, conquering the demon of afflictions. May it be sealed with bliss emptiness, conquering the Lord of Death's demon. May power of immortal life be gained, conquering the Son of God's demon. The spontaneous perfect ground is reached. May the 4 acts and equalities be swiftly accomplished, and specially may the flames of wrathful mantra rites burn away the evil hearts of foes and hindrances. May the state of the glorious Heruka be attained. Page 11. Oh, light rays radiate from the hung at my heart, awakening the mandala of the glorious Guru Vijayadhara Vajrakumara, whose deities fill all of space. Namo in the Guru triple gem, Yidams and victorious ones, I and all sentient ones with a reverent three doors take refuge. Namo in the Guru triple gem, Yidams and victorious ones, I and all sentient ones with reverent three doors take refuge. Namo in the Guru triple gem, Yidams and victorious ones, I and all sentient ones with reverent three doors take refuge. Alas, to free all sentient ones and stir samsara from its depths, in karma phurba's palace, I arouse the boundless for alas, to free all sentient ones and stir samsara from its depths, in karma phurba's palace, I arouse the boundless for alas, to free all sentient ones and stir samsara from its depths, in karma phurba's palace, I arouse the boundless form. Page 7. Om Banjaramrita Kundale Hana Hana Hong Ped, Om Sobhawa Shuddha Sarva Dharma Sobhawa Shuddhoham. From the state of emptiness, from tomb arises a precious jeweled vessel. Within it from Oma Torma appears, transforming into nectar. Om Ahung, Om Ahung, Om Ahung. Om Bridevi Devi Lokapala Sabarewara Banjar Samadza. Om Bridevi Devi Lokapala Sabarewara Idambaleng Taka Kahi Kahi. Om Bridevi Devi Lokapala Sabarewara Idambaleng Taka Kahi Kahi. Om Bridevi Devi Lokapala Sabarewara Idambaleng Taka Kahi Kahi. Om Bridevi Devi Lokapala Sabarewara Argam Padyam Pushpam Dupam Alokam Gendam Nevedyam Shabda Pratitsa Soham. bring your spirit kings, planetary beings, furious ghosts, humanoid beings, ghost smell eaters, sand Mars, man, moose, flesh eaters, moose, spirits who hunt downs and moon demons, devil goddesses, goblin demons, local gods, spirits owning this land, custodians who guard the Sangha's wealth, treasure guards, lords of this holy site, other hosts of God's demon spirits, old bound Swinian spirits accepting this golden libation and torma, prepared with the purest substances, is your minds of hostile, wicked thoughts, be my virtuous allies at all times, as I strive toward greater awakening, and making effort for sentient one's sake. Please make the conditions favorable in this country's regions and places, earth protecting Tenma goddesses, earth lord spirits, kings, ministers, and retinues, accept this torma of pure substances and this golden drink, without being troubled, jealous, or intolerant, as I practice to accomplish my purpose and wishes. Grant me this place of precious treasures. Fulfill your intent, satisfy hopes. Let begin the fruits of my action. Page 13. In spontaneous nature's palace, vast even the concepts of obstructors and misleaders don't exist when this primordial nature is clearly known. The mandala and its boundaries are established freely, naturally. Om in the pervasive primordially pure and spontaneous open expanse concepts of confession and confess self-liberate in their natural state. Yet should there be confusion caused by grasping at perceiver and perceived, I confess this ignorance to the hosts of self-arisen deity Samaya. Pure Amrita, primally self-born Rakta, redness liberating the 6 realms into basic space, great tour, ma, all phenomena present in the ground. These three are the inexhaustible, unceasing elixirs, Om, 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 Banzar, Pushpam, Dhupam, Alokam, Gendam, Naivedam, phenomenal existences, the boundless palace, amidably seeing dark blue triangle, the mandala, wherein the eight charnel grounds enclose an expanse of wrathful wisdom, flames within this boundless palace made from primordial wisdom, self-projections at its center, on lotus, sun, moon, and four tingled demon stanza, Hong, dark blue, beaming light, gathering it back, Aya, rise as unfabricated, perfect form, great, glorious Vajra, youth, dark blue, with three faces, 6 arms, and 4 legs, spread wide in a hero's stance, right face, wide left, red central, dark blue, my crowns adorned with the 5 families, at the heart is the life force seed, Hong, my 9 eyes glare fiercely to the 10 directions, my gaping mouth show fangs and twisting tongues, my 2 right hands hold 9 and 5-pronged vajras, my left hands wield a fire mass, and Gadvang Ga between lower hands I roll a Mount Meru, phurba, I'm complete with all Tiri vying charnel ground trappings Greek consort core loge the blight blue one face 2 arms her right hand holds a blue lotus and embraces my neck. Her left gives a blood scald to my lips. In the forehead blue karyam yum. In the throat red hayagriva pear. In the heart blue yamantaka pear. Or the navel chartreuse dutsi kilwayabyum. In the navel dark green mioyabyum. In the secret place blue Thupten pear. In the right shoulder white namgyal pear. In the left shoulder blue yungen pear. In the right thigh a pink dugyal couple. In the left thigh amber kamsum couple. In 4 directions for families. And 10 spokes, 10 wrathfuls with consorts. And their slaying feigned emanations. Each of these 24 wrathfuls has 3 faces, 6 arms, 4 legs spread wide. Vajra wings charnel ground adornment. Wielding weapons marked with their own signs. At 4 gates 4 beast space gatekeepers. Around the mandala's periphery. Sons and nations oath bound protectors. The assembly Shwanas Rima Earth sisters copper iron and conch beings appear. Thus the principal deity and court are generated in the main deity's heart. On a sun the thumb joint sized wisdom being rolls up phurba in his heart. On a sun stands a grain-sized gold vajra wherein hung is encircled by the mantra. At each deity's crown is an om. At their throats an ah. At their hearts hung 10 perfections, Buddhas now confer blessing, empowerment, my crowns adorned by a Muga city as its sign. Page 71. Om Banze Kile Kilaya Suru Suru Prasuru Aditishta Mug Mug Hala Hala. Enemies, obstructors, and evil spirits, your Chitta Ratan Maraya Hong Pe. Om Banze Kile Kilaya Magutala Magutala Pratala Pratala Shataracha Hom. Enemies, obstructors, and evil spirits, Maraya Hong Pen. Om Banzer Kile Kilaya Rakta Zola Mandala Mandala Raksha Raksha. Enemies and obstructors, Washam Kuru Maraya Hong Pen. Filled with furious compassion for all evil ones, the sublime Son becomes passionately concerned for all beings of the three realms. I manifest as the glorious one. In my right palm is a white upon a moon mandala, and in my left palm is a red moon upon a sun mandala. On the fingers of my right hand are moon mandalas the size of lentils, upon which are Om, Hong, Shwa, Am, Ha. On the fingers of my left hand are sun mandalas the size of lentils, upon which are Mum, Lam, Mam, Pam, Tam. Dissolving into light, the seat syllables transform into the 5 implements. From these the 5 families instantly appear as the 5 male Buddhas and 5 consorts. Om Mahashunyata Jana Sobhawa Atma Kohang Samaya Ho Samaya Tam Banzer Anjali. Rays of bodhicitta light emerging from the union of the male and female deities dissolve the phurba into shimmering light, transforming it into a blue hong. Om Banzer Kili Kilaya Hong Ja. The hong transforms into a dark blue wrathful one with 1 face, 2 arms, and 3 eyes. He holds a phurba in his right hand and an iron hook in his left. His lower body is a sharp 3-edged meteoric iron phurba with a savagely sharp tip, like hot iron drawn from a blacksmith's burning embers. He flashes with sparks of fire. I visualize Hunkara at the upper knot, the 8 wrathful ones at the 8-sided shaft, and Mahabala at the lower knot, along with the 10 wrathful ones, their consorts and animal-faced emanations. At the 4 sides of the lower knot are the 4 gatekeepers, and below the water dragon are the 4 king warriors. At the 3 blades are the 12 Vajrakilaya protectors. Every pore of myself and the sublime Son is filled with tiny dark blue wrathful ones the size of barley grains, with mouths wide open and fangs bared. Each has 1 face and 2 arms, brandishing various weapons, reverberating with the sound of Kilaya. They fill us completely, leaving no gaps. The foreheads of the deities of the threefold mandala are marked with a white Om, their throats with a red Ah, and their hearts with a blue Hong. Horn, terrifying, blazing, wrathful one, intrinsic nature of Buddha's forms, in the Vajra Dharma Dhatu space, cause my form to rise as splendorous form. White light radiates from the Om syllables at our foreheads and makes delightful offerings to the forms of the victorious ones of the 10 directions. All the compassionate blessings of their enlightened forms are gathered back in the form of Om syllables. The light dissolves into our foreheads and causes our bodies to blaze with sublime splendor. Thus we embody all the Buddha's Vajra forms. Om Vajrakilaya Kaya Banzarnan Zola Zola Prajola Prajola Shpota Shpota Sarvanasa Panaya Hong Pit Aong terrifying blazing wrathful one, intrinsic nature of Buddha speech in the Vajra Dharma Dhatu space, cause my speech to rise as splendorous speech. Red light radiates from the all syllables at our throats and makes delightful offerings to the speech of the victorious ones of the 10 directions. All the compassionate blessings of their enlightened speech are gathered back in the form of all syllables. The light dissolves into our throats and causes our speech to blaze with sublime power. Thus we embody all the Buddha's Vajra speech. Om Padma Kile Kilaya Wakar Banzarnan Sarva Dushta Shri Shodanaya Hong Pit Aong terrifying blazing wrathful one, intrinsic nature of Buddha's minds in the Vajra Dharma Dhatu space, cause my mind to rise as splendorous mind. Blue light radiates from the Hung syllables at our hearts and makes delightful offerings to the minds of the victorious ones of the 10 directions. All the compassionate blessings of their enlightened minds gather back in the form of Hung syllables. The light dissolves into our hearts and causes our minds to blaze with sublime force. Thus we embody all the Buddha's Vajra minds. Om Banzer Kile Kilaya Chita Banzernan Petale Mandala Magutala Pratala Hung Pit. Light emerges from the seed syllables at the 3 mandalas, 3 vajras pervading the 3 realms of samsara. It empowers the life force of all sentient beings with primordial wisdom. The afflicted realms of the 6 kinds of beings are purified, transforming into the 6 seeds. A, Re, Su, Tri, Pre, Du. These 6 seeds then melt into light, transforming into Om, Ah, Hung. The light gathers back and dissolves into the 3 places of the sublime sun and myself, bringing the 3 realms under our dominion. Om, Ah, Hung. Om, Ah, Hung. Om, Ah, Hung. Sapaswari Samaya Da Hong Bam Ho. Ahong love, compassion, your skillful means to help and tame beings as they require to complete Buddha activities. Please grant cities and empowerments here. With Samparana pay, light rays stream from the Hung at my heart into the 10 directions, touching the victorious ones, the embodiments of the 5 kayas, together with their retinues. Having aroused the Sugatas mind streams and requested empowerment, the essence of their body, speech, mind, qualities, and activities descend like rain as the 5 hero seed syllables. With Samharana Hung, they gather at the 5 places on my crown, where they dissolve and transform into Om, Tram, Hung, Tram, Shri, Ah, and Mum, Lam, Mam, Pam, Tam. From these emerge the 5 Buddhas and their consorts with Karma, Heruka as chief. A stream of nectar pours forth from their union, completely filling my body. The blood-drinking fathers and mothers reside within my skull palace, adorning my crown. Thus the empowerment of the 5 wisdoms is perfectly complete. Page 21. Light rays emanate from our hearts, inviting the wisdom beings. Here to accomplish existence key, law, and confer all empowerments. These wrathful wisdom King Vajrakilaya, with your court please come here and be Kilaya city, please manifest all your noble signs and attributes. Mejati Puho Pratitsaho Hongaris of offerings mind made and real co-emergent union outer and inner and secret I present to the projected self-born deities. Please receive these offerings non-dually without acceptance or rejection. Om Banzarargam Bhajam Pushpam Dupam Alokam Gendam Naivadyam Shabda Agreed Amrita crafted from it main and 1,000 branches great sea great rakta of flesh a space we offer with the great orma the elixir mahapancha amrita rakta balingta kahe hong ignorance a mountainous pile of flesh craving a swirling ocean of blood hatred a bone heap these we give to Dorji Sembo and his retinue. Om Bahu. Ahong King of Vajra, youth, Dharma, sphere, consort, Gorlogia, and 10 wrathful kings, wisdom and means, form 10 wrathful queens from the innate sphere, beast-faced emanation sent to act as Azu with symbolic heads and things, mandalas for directional guides, 12 slaying Kilaya guardians and beings of copper, iron, and conch, and all other oath-bound Kila guards, homage and praise to you and your host. The times come to fulfill your heart pledge, unleash, subjugating a wrathful act. Om glorious great Vajra youth, sons court dance, fiercely and gorlog, yet depths expanse, sound emptiness, mandra's melody roars like thunder. Thus I will practice until the Samaya is fulfilled in the ultimate expanse of space. Light rays radiate throughout the 10 directions from the seat syllable and the mantra string at my heart, invoking the 3 roots of Maya from their very hearts. All their blessings of body, speech, and mind descend like rainfall in the forms of white Om, red and blue Hung, dissolving ceaselessly into my 3 places. Then all the blessings and powers of all the victorious ones' compassion in the form of inconceivable Vajrakilaya deities, large and small, gently fall and merge with me. The deities of my body mandala, as well as the deities in union residing within my channels, are like the seeds of an open sesame pod. They and all the mandala deities recite the mantra, resounding like a broken beehive.
Sfârșitele. Băcere.
다른 한자 같이 오시야 이때 가을이들이 르바이 시주 바바데다 지금 잠발에 왕이 나한테는 또 택들은 데와리 근데 임마 딱봐 로요데 택들 따와 택들 양도 로를 지금 로통들이 뱅그리 좀 박자도 양도 좀 거래 택들은 딴 임마 뱅그리 그것이 남이 저거네 자발 왕변을 요래 니지 박차랑 저에 이제 미 잡다 왕석고 송 드리디서 이런 보조면 집이체 왕석고 니 동의다 관시 풀어 용디 내 사회적 라는 게 나발 저 대부분 지로지
So today, something very important to say, and so that is about the connection between the wisdom, awareness, phurba, and a few words that we find in the self-empowerment of the summoning of good fortune, the Shambhala practice. So there's a connection between those not the words there. And so the words here are, may I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. And also may I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. And so it would be good to read these again and again every day, because if you do that, it will actually that's when it actually will bring you great benefit, because these confused habitual patterns, they continuously arise. They arise again and again. And so therefore, if you read this again and again every day, it will bring great benefit. So this part of the Shambhala practice and the actually express the qualities of the wisdom, awareness, kila. So I encourage you to read that again and again, and also print that. So?
네, 고, 용, 또, 손만 좀, 고아쳐보고 배워버려. 그리, 고리면서 용, 양양도 공고래. 용을 들이 요새 타쳐야 그래. 어따 때려, 땡겨가요만, 타 맞춰버려. 참여양도 용고래 들이. 니디디 했구나. 따뜻하 빼게 하고, 이제도 쉬어야 요래. 토론 내고 말이야. 가봐, 이유나, 로직이 가봐야지 봐도 로직이 하고 세고 되리 나는 뭐 도보지요나 세고 이제도 남도 그다 이거 가르면 세고 이제는 내로 돌았더니 니베고 하고 오면 세고 내로 마도 받더니 니면이 세고 하고서 말이 때려 따와서 오는데 대통령이 저거를 인지 박차시고 그래지 다 뒤대로 삼았다고 그래도 삼에
And so when we practice, we need to first understand, then experience, and then realize. And so, meaning that all of these must come together. If we just understand, if we leave it with an understanding alone, that will not be of much benefit. So we do have to understand, but then we also have to experience what we have understood. And only through personal experience of the understanding, a certainty arises. Only through that we become free of doubts and we decide that's really what it is. And then that becomes stable or unchanging. And that is then, this certainty is then what overcomes dualistic thought. There is one example that we always mention in terms of how we can understand it first. And that is the example of having two phones. They are powered by one electricity. So they are two separate phones, but they have the same source of electricity. So that is an outer example of understanding. And then on the inner level, for example, if there's two friends, and then the basis of their mind is actually one and the same, but it is the thoughts, the various thoughts in their minds that make them appear separate. But then a person who understands the nature of the mind knows that we are actually not separate. There is no two of us. We have one basis of mind. But until one actually realizes that, no one actually truly understands the meaning of that there's no separation, the meaning of being free of dualistic thought. So what happens is when you truly understand that, is that you become free of doubts. So therefore, first I encourage you to think about that. Think about this state here in the text of liberating dualistic propensity or liberating dualistic thought. So.
담보 조다 팔라 셈적부터라 조보 하던 저보지는 그 이마들이 중적 동리 동대 중대도 계도 어디 조보 기사요래서 들이 대통령 길이는데 조 얘기 셈그 초기요래 초그 어니 말하고 거기 초그 버려서 초도래 셈적이부터라 그 삼대의 나와 갈려 초도래 초도 갈래 들이 이마들은 조가고 가가 차도요래 셈적이부터 조를 삼대 니마를 얘기를 딱 봐. 조지 용띠지. 그 독지 빠트는 뭐에서 조지 중마다 랑게 용띠마다 아서 조지 중들 조들이 좀 가가 차도 요래. 그 세부 초하게 대야 보면도 사는 들이대그 조지 세부 따다 초도 요래. 들이가가 차도 요래. 대나기더니 셈 초하다 하고는 들이다 뭐 조지 봐라 하고 이발 라마다 보면 봐라. 라마를 투이처들이 받아야 돼. 라마를 라셈니까. 오, 라마 셈는 삼세 쳐보요래. 오, 내lok도 그요래. 말을 다지 쳐보요래. 그 라마 양다는데 라마 삼세들하고 셈을 랩. 그 라마를 파지 아침 보요 그요래. 그 라마 셈까지. 오, 라마도 사지가 가래. 오, 라마도 사지를 타녀래. 라마 은혜 따도들 사지를 제발 열매. 세속들 라마 메레마도 난 세트 사제구설이 사제군이데 셈리라 속리 삼로 딱제는 사제군이데 셈리데 셈 사제고도 셈 사제를 오세 점점도 떠면도 돼 사제 떠도 주면 뭐 됐다 쳐줘요 우리데 셈들이 아마 차오를 들이대라 세 떠도 저랑 자리를 넣도 그래 대대 딱제 라마 셈도 사제 셈이 제발 넣어야 되나 이 사제 제발 싸요 얼마에 라마들이 재미있게 삼바치오를 삼세 요래 대요나더니 라마다 그 랑을 셈나서 조세 줄을 제라 그 라마 셈도 랑 셈이 죽과 차가도 라마도 사제니 저래 사제 때는 셈지 탐지 사제래 셈도 참마 사제 이제 사제래 라미적 값도 다 다지게 다니게 다 코와자들이 저런로 차송사 들이 양대양도 따대로 오 고대니 제발 드리고 사제게 성도 셈지는 사제군이 세고 이제도 사제래 대라게 셈 이제도 사제사 리라리들이 라리 똑라서 제에들이다 들이다 좀만 매번 좀미 네 니디 박자는 좀미 잡다가 좀만 매나 니디 매나 들이 셈도 나빠도 대토고 요래 들이 셈도 나빠나기 자도 요래 대래들이 말아래 배송들이 셈나 나빠 체매나 죽을로도 좀 봐요 사제 죽을 것 때리지 다 죽을 것도 뭐 하고 요래 그 것도 뭐 가래래들 그것도 뭐 제시 얼마 보조리 얼마 그것도 뭐 나빠래 저것도 라마 나세도 나빠나 이래 오 들 라마나 이족분나 골로 접차만 뭐 정도 시그래 책에서 뭐 말해 돼 라마도 거기 기술은 세대 대게 요래 가능은 세대가 딱 봐도 되라면 로마 대바지 담을 센들이와 제토고 요래 들 라마로 거래 로가 미방아지 제티 라마 톡대 죽어야매 죽어들 로가를 요구래 로가 우지 라가를 좀 라티라면 센들이와 요래 대는데 라마 라디 적대 라는 센들 라마 센들 죽어래 디잘들이 죽어살을 로가 죽어 나가다고 로가 자동사가 다살을 요래 죽어들 당성서 또 동체는 구속 라바에 배고요래 테스트 모드 하고로 들리는 애 다다 지미 잡다르지 그 고대지가 잡다고요 가래지 설 코아로 something getting by the kid, the community just a chapter with your man of what I can be safety of the chapter with Tegata or Mammy Sosom simply calling a paint over your all Sanjay of the so Atana or Sanjay of the same rabbit chapter. The Jetta now at the largest same Laris of Dimension. Feeling many of that day, it touched to worry. The Hajakarchi body, the Jabba Yango, the Jetton, the Tongue, the one in the Ore, one Mambo show, teaching in some actually, totally up with the Igority, the later Gino and something show it, totally up with the Igority.
So, now what is a sign that our minds are actually the same? So one who has gained a certainty, they realize that our minds are actually the same. And so what is a sign? How can we know that our minds are really the same? So for example, if you think of like two friends, two people who are harmonious, they're getting along, and then one day, gradually, one of them begins to think about the faults of the other person. So he thinks about this fault, and then the other thing that annoys him about the other person, keeps thinking about those faults, and then doubts about that person arise in their mind. And then as one keeps thinking that way, even if one doesn't say anything to them, the other person will feel that. So even without saying a word, the person will still feel it. And the person who has these negative thoughts thinks that, oh, he doesn't know, I'm just thinking that. But he does on a certain level. He does feel that because their minds are connected. And then slowly, because of these negative thoughts about the other person, slowly they grow apart. And then one day it actually manifests out externally and they begin to quarrel. And then eventually they separate and are no longer friends. And so on the other hand, if we just always think about each other's good qualities, no matter what else is happening, then that brings us together. Patul Rinpoche had said, do not look at the faults of others and do not look at your own good qualities. Because if you do that, if you criticize others in your mind and you look at your own good qualities, then this is how we end up separating from others. So the problem is that thought that we have, the thought that thinks, oh, this person is not good, what he did is not good, and so on. This is what separates people, what creates this distance. And so this is what we need to understand first, is that because our minds are the same on the basis, like friends, for example, they feel each other, and then also that it goes for between the Lama and the disciple, for example. But then how is that relation between the Lama and the disciple? And so the mind of the Lama is a mind of vast love, and also the Lama knows the nature of the mind. And I, on the other hand, as the disciple, my mind is still full of self-grasping. But if I connect to the Lama again and again, then the Lama always gives me his love, and so his love then comes to my mind. And when his love touches upon my mind, then also great love begins to dawn within my own mind. So what is the Lama's mind? It's actually the Buddha. The Lama is someone who is at least very close to the Buddha, especially a Lama who has realized the ultimate view, who has realized the nature of the mind. His mind really is the Buddha, even though the body looks human. So how can we analyze who that Lama actually is? We can analyze the body or the mind, but what the Lama actually is the mind and not the body, because ultimately it's the mind that has to attain enlightenment. And so often people, when they focus more on the external, the material, they may complain and say that, well, he doesn't have any special miracles and he can't perform all these miracles, or like he doesn't have the 10 powers of a Buddha and so on. So he can't be a real Buddha. But all of these powers and miraculous powers are really secondary, and eventually they will manifest at the right time. But what's really important actually is to look at the mind of that Lama. And so the difference is that essentially our mind is the same, but the Lama possesses boundless love for all beings. And therefore, if the basis of our mind is the same, if I also give rise to bodhicitta, then there's really no more difference at all between my mind and the Lama's mind. So that's because the Lama's mind and the Buddha's mind are really one and the same. The Buddha himself said it. He said that all beings are actually Buddhas because that is their fundamental nature. It is just temporarily on the path along the way, they began to grasp at a self and developed dualistic thoughts. And this is what has created samsara. That is why they now wander in samsara. But on their basis, in their intrinsic nature, the Buddha said all beings are actually Buddhas. And so if all sentient beings are actually Buddhas, then my mind too is actually the Buddha. So we also say my own mind is, my own intrinsic awareness is the perfectly complete Buddha. So here in the Zambala practice, it says, so may I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness, or it's this total openness, this all pervasiveness. So the total openness, free from fixation. So this is this all pervasiveness, like space. So in other words, if you recognize your true nature, then the mind becomes open like space, like vast like space. Milarepa had said that when there is no more difference between mind and space, you have actualized the Dharmakaya. And so that is the Dharmakaya of the Buddha we refer to as Samantabhadra. And Samantabhadra represents the nature that transcends birth and death, and that is ever unchanging. Samantabhadra is space. And the Lama's mind is just that. It is this vast, pervasive space. So often we make a long life ceremony, a long life prayers for the Lama, and we request them, may you stay for many aeons. But this is actually just on the outer level. We actually, in reality, the Lama's mind never really goes. The Lama's mind always remains. And all those who have devotion to the Lama can connect to that mind at any time, because the Lama's mind is the Dharmakaya. And then from the Dharmakaya, once the Lama has left the physical form, then when we develop faith and we supplicate to the Lama then manifests as the Sambhogakaya. And the Sambhogakaya is always present because of those 5 certainties of a Sambhogakaya. And so the mind of the Lama is the Dharmakaya, and the Sambhogakaya is the manifestation of whichever deity you're practicing. Whichever deity you're practicing, that deity is also connected to the Lama and then manifests upon your on your supplication. So the form of the deity and the Lama's mind are one and the same. So from the power of the Dharmakaya and of the expressive power of the Dharmakaya appears the rainbow-like Sambhogakaya in the form of the deity. And then also the Nirmanakaya appearing in human form or in the form of sentient beings in order to enact the benefit of beings directly. So this line here in the Sambala practice, there is total openness, the total pervasiveness. That means that when there is no grasping in the mind, then the mind pervades everything. all of samsara and nirvana in just a single moment. So therefore, if you develop love for sentient beings for just a moment, then in that moment, your mind actually pervades all beings, just like space. And especially those beings in the 3 lower realms are pervaded by your love, and that will actually benefit them. And if you supplicate to the Buddhas, then similarly, their minds pervade you too, pervade everywhere. In the 37 practices, it says, appearances are one's own mind. From the beginning, mind's nature is free from the extremes of elaboration. So that is really what we're speaking about. And when there is no dualistic thought in your mind, this is what you realize, what you will gain certainty in. And the meaning of that is in that verse here in the Tambala practice, in the summoning of good fortune, in the self-empowerment section. So it's very important. And therefore, I encourage you to read that often so that it really stays in your mind. So I meant to say that, but sometimes I forgot to mention it, but this is really very important. So now I really wanted to mention it, and I ask you to please keep that in mind. So?
다 사직까지 열마살까지 기발했더니 니가 책 가르치고 니셔 말하는 성세 이 참이 토를 파는 진짜에 바라게 여기들 나보자 광지 로르메나 디말라 주디니 라마 마제람스 옛날 로르메가 디발라마 망보레 옛날 통제던 게 와서 진짜지 라마 되게 지랑 삼세지 오고래시 오 대디 ninge 치와라 노디제 로마마제랑시 먹으던 데 와서 진짜지 로마 주고 대바다 세야 요나야 먹으고 그래서 먹으지 마다 그래 저희들은 좋지 않지는 랍상 먹지도 것도 배제는 이 라마한테니 전도 세니가 잡래 했더니 같이 그 라마한테 먹지도 그래 먹으지고 그래서 다 때문에 책 같이 와니 대지討论제 리타다들은 메소 자기 참말이 들으셔야지.
And so now a few more very important words, because today is our last day of teachings. Tomorrow we don't have teachings. And there's like 2 lines by Milarepa that I wanted to mention that are extremely important and that you should keep in mind always. And so that is, so the first one is, don't we call a lama someone who possesses the transmission, the peace instructions and like learning? But is there a lama who has the ornament of compassion? And so what he meant is that a lama must have all these qualities, but essentially what the quality that the lama really must possess is great compassion for the disciples. So compassion is the lama's ornament. And then the second line goes, for a disciple, so there are disciples who have many great qualities and follow the guru's like compassion, but then isn't there a disciple who also possesses non-dual or kind of like true sincere devotion, because devotion is the ornament of the disciple. So great compassion is the lama's ornament and great devotion is the disciple's ornament. So that's really the main thing that I would like you to keep in mind. So even though a disciple and the lama have different qualities, what they really need to have is compassion and great devotion. And for a disciple now, for example, the way that compassion manifests is that when they think of the lama, for example, then tears come to their eyes. It's just like when you think of a loving friend, you start to cry immediately. And so this lama is always your refuge, always your protection in this life and in all future lives. And it's good to start to cry and to recognize that, to love the Guru. So that is what I wanted to mention, and please keep that in mind. And now we will take a break now, and so thank you, and Ashidele. So.
그래서 총팀은 제시해 봐라 해서 남생들이 제시열만이 라마 생리 배송을 라마 세상 삼고만 세대 딱발이 요래 가주치나 되디 요래 대하고는더니 사총팀은 제시해 봐서 또 대하고 또 그래 대기지 뭐래.
And so one more thing is, the bodhicitta of the Guru is beyond birth and death. And that is because the Lama's mind is beyond birth and death. The Lama's mind is unborn. So even if the body leaves, you don't have to think, now he has died, now he's gone, because that's not how it is. The mind is always here. Whenever you think of him, the Guru is always present. And that's because of bodhicitta, because of love. It's important that we know that bodhicitta cannot die, cannot leave us. So.
From the mantra garland, light rays and a second garland issue forth, passing through the mouth of the father into the mouth of the consort. The self-resounding mantra proclaimed by the inconceivable dagas and dakinis in the consort's four chakras arouses the mind stream. From the consort secret place, the mantra garland enters my vajra, and the deities residing in my channels proclaim the sound of the mantra. I visualize the mantra garland dissolving ceaselessly into my heart. Om Vajrakilaya Sahom Bamho Katam Kaya Jaya Vijaya Ajite Habarajite Marasana Pramartanai Sawavinam Bamho Pe Om Vajrakilaya Sahom Bamho Katam Kaya Jaya Vijaya Ajite Abarajite Marasana Pramardanaya Sarvabhinam Bamho Pe Om Vajrakilaya Sahom Bamho Katam Kaya Jaya Vijaya Ajite Abarajite Marasana Pramardanaya Sarvabhinam Bamho Pe Om Vajrakilaya Sahom Bamho Katam Kaya Jaya Vijaya Ajite Abarajite Marasana Pramardanaya Sarvabhinam Bamho Pe Om Vajrakilaya Sahom Bamho Katam Kaya Jaya Vijaya Ajite Abarajite Marasana Pramartanaya Sarvabhinam Bamho Pe Om a a I I o o ri ri li li o o a ka ka ga ga nga cha 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 nya cha 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya wa la wa shaka saha kya Om a a I I o o ri ri li li o o a ka ga 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 nga cha 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 nya cha 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya wa la wa shaka sahakya Om a a I I o o ri ri li li o o a ka ga 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 nga cha 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 nya ta 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 na ta 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 na pa 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 ma ya wa la wa shaka sahakya soha Om Benjusatto Samaya Manupalaya Benjusatto Tenupa Tisarido Mebawa Sutukayo Mebawa Suposhayo Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Zawasidi Meprayata Sawakamasisam Siddham Jiryam Guru Hon Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawatata Gata Binde Mame Musa Binde Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Om Benjusatto Samaya Manupalaya Benjusatto Tenupa Tisarido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Suposhayo Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sawasidi Meprayata Sawakamasisami Siddham Siddham Guru Hong Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Binde Mame Munsa Binde Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Om Benjusatto Samaya Manupalaya Benjusatto Tenupa Tisadido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Suposhayo Mebawa Anurato Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Meprayata Sawakamasisami Siddham Siddham Guru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Binde Mame Musa Binde Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Om Yedharma Hetu Prabhava Hetun Deshin Tata Gata Hayavata Tikrin Sayoniro Evam Badi Mahashamanaye Soha Om Yedharma Hetu Prabhava Hetun Deshin Tata Gata Hayavata Tikrin Sayoniro Evam Badi Mahashamanaye Soha Om Yedharma Hetu Prabhava Hetun Deshin Tata Gata Hayavata Tikrin Sayoniro Evam Badi Mahashamanaye Soha Om glorious great Vajrakilaya and divine court, please come here. I make outer, inner, and secret offerings. I praise your body, speech, mind, qualities, activities. I confess and transgressions, heedlessness, and confusions, vows marred, broken. Lovingly consider me with compassion and please grant all accomplishments to Page 36. Oh, Guru's knowledge holders, deities, dakinis, and oath-bound ones gather like clouds in the sky. Through the power of your pasamaya, please consider us with love and shower down great blessings upon this mandala and us yogin. In the mandala equal to space, you accomplished existence. Kila Vajra, youth entire mandala. You act with great compassion, without obscurity. salvation, or by us endowed with timely vajra samaya, please pour down your resplendence, send forth great waves of compassionate activities on this supreme secret mandala of accomplishment. Please send down great enlightened body, speech, mind blessings. Grant supreme 5 wisdoms empowerment. Om Sarva Tathagata Bhagavan Samaya Ho Samaya Sam. When time has come to grant empowerment and send down blessings from the secret sphere of Vajrakilaya victorious. Vajra Lord, with past pledge you bestow unsurpassed Vajra empowerment and deity whose single oath is to give unwavering protection, bestow blessings of all victors on us, please. Guru Devada Kini Kili Kilaya Samaya Ho Samaya Anja.